It's playtime with the sleepy boys.
Intriguing. I, of course, will need to examine it before I can... My word!
We both knew that this conversation was coming. We've talked about... I've touched on Joker. You wouldn't let me get into it. I'm getting into Joker now.
Wait, with Joaquin Phoenix?
Nope. I'm talking
okay.
about DCEU's Joker.
Sure, let's get into it.
I have no problem with the way Jared Leto portrayed the Joker. I understand if you have your problems with Jared Leto as an actor. No. Hear me out on this. Brandon, go fuck yourself. I think that Jared Leto, with what he was given, did a good job as the Joker. I will say that he looked like a fucking moron because of all the tattoos and shit they gave him. They made him look like a fucking gigolo, and that was stupid. I will not deny that. Problem is that the screen time that really let him set himself as the Joker was cut.
All right, so this is the other thing that I'm going to get into, and this is the big problem that I have with Jared Leto.
Get it.
Joker was in that movie a lot. And yes, I know that they cut him. I know he was supposed to be in that movie more because he won't shut up about how much more he was supposed to be in that movie. The thing is, he was in that movie enough. He played a big enough role in it, and every bit of his Joker that we saw did not make me say, I feel like there's something more here. I really wish I could spend more time with this Joker. No. I'm upset that I had to spend as much time as I did with it. I cannot stand him. I cannot stand his Joker. I think he is an overrated actor. And at this point in his career, I think he's just overrated in general.
Okay. I respect
30 Seconds to Mars is a sham of what it used to be.
I don't know what 30 Seconds to Mars is.
It's the band that he is the frontman for.
He's in a band?
Yes.
I genuinely didn't know that.
Oh my dear Lord.
Brandon, you're the music guy. I'm not.
He's like 30 Seconds to Mars is like prime emo rock from like the early aughts.
What's one of their songs?
The Kill.
I'm going in for the kill?
No.
See, I don't know what it is then.
See, I can't even sing any of it for you, or I can't even play anything for you because we'll get copyright strikes.
Okay, hold on. Just keep talking. Keep talking about your hatred for Jared Leto.
So I get that he goes full on method, but he's just insufferable. He's not even that the thing is you have actors that go method, like Christian Bale, who I know you have issues with. You have Heath Ledger, and then you have Daniel Day-Lewis. Here's the thing with all those actors. Oh, and Shia LaBeouf. I'll throw Shia LaBeouf in there because of his notoriety with getting really into characters.
Well, you gotta be careful. He's not actually dead yet.
I don't want Shia LaBeouf to be dead.
Shia surprise.
What's that?
What? What is a Shia surprise? I'll get a Shia surprise.
Sorry,
I love Shia LaBeouf.
I'm laughing at my own stupid fucking joke.
Okay.
It's from the Shia LaBeouf song.
Oh,
wait, he isn't dead. Shia surprise.
Oh, that. I was like, wait a minute. Because I love Shia LaBeouf.
Shannon Leto looks like a total bitch.
Who?
Shannon Leto.
Don't talk shit about but she has done nothing wrong.
Okay, Shannon Leto is a guy, first of all.
Oh, sorry. Just cut this out.
Who the fuck did you think I was talking about?
I thought you were talking about Jared Leto's wife.
No, Shannon Leto's his brother. He's the drummer for 30 Seconds to Mars.
See, I didn't even know his brother was in that.
How do you not know that? Everyone knows that.
Because no one cares about the drummer unless you're Ringo.
I mean, I don't know why. I don't actually know that. I'm pulling
or Neil
facts up.
Peart, rest in peace.
I'm pulling facts up on fucking
I know, you're
Wikipedia
being a prick.
You know what? I don't get to be a prick about music very often. Let me just fucking have this.
You're not even getting to be a prick about it. You're just being a prick to be a prick.
I don't know what... I still don't. I don't think I genuinely can say I don't think I know any of 30 Seconds to Mars music.
You don't know Attack Attack?
I don't think so.
Attack Attack, The Kill, and Kings of Queens is Kings and Queens, not Kings of Queens.
King of Queens.
Kings and Queens is probably their 3 biggest.
The Kill. The Kill.
It's all like Shining themed, the music video.
Gross. That's a fucking horrible movie.
All right, so now you're on Matt and Shannon's shit list.
I've already been on their shit list because I don't like Superman. Yeah, no, I don't recognize this music.
I haven't even gotten to the music yet.
Yeah, exactly. If it doesn't hook me in the first 5 seconds of the song, I don't listen to it. It's just the fact of the matter.
God,
you know what song hooked me every time? The first time I heard it, you know what song it was?
Is it a Mariah Carey song?
No, it's the intro to the.
I know you listen to Mariah Carey.
I can't think of a single Mariah Carey song.
We were in your car and you had a playlist on Mariah Carey. It came on and I was like, so are we gonna fuck?
Sounds like something that would happen. Anyway, okay, so it's clear we disagree about Jared Leto as the Joker, and that's fine. We are two independently thinking human beings.
Yes.
And as much rage as I'm feeling right now from being, snubbed by DoorDash, I'm not going to punch you in the throat.
Well, it'd be hard to do.
Not when I see you on the 13th, bitch.
It depends how you're going to punch me in the throat.
With my dick. I mean, at the end of the day, it really comes down to the fact that the DCEU decided to just skip over the origin of every character, really, and jump right in. Except Superman, and jump right into the big crossover film.
Yeah.
Now, I will say that
they went into Wonder Woman and Aquaman, but that was after the fact.
That's what I'm talking about.
That was when they realized that they had to.
That's what I'm talking about, yeah. And here's the thing is I don't want to say that they're trying to follow in Marvel's footsteps, but let's look at the roster here real quick. You had the Superman story, which is the origin. I can't really compare that to the Iron Man because they are two very different movies. They handle them
well, and then also, I mean, Superman is essentially DC's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it's tough because, I mean, Batman and Superman are essentially DC Spider-Man. They're the most recognizable characters. But here's the thing. The difference with Marvel, though, is Marvel went with Iron Man. Iron Man is barely a B-list.
Oh, at that time,
character at that point.
Oh, yeah, big time. But because
Marvel is like, if we can't make Iron Man work, we can't make any of these characters work.
Right. And they ended up taking Iron Man and making it work. Like the first two superheroes that got films for the MCU, and I'm saying this very loosely as saying MCU
Hulk
films,
and Iron Man.
Was Hulk and Iron Man. Now Hulk had already had a number of films as well as his own TV show for a long time, but Iron Man really never had any of that.
No.
Iron Man had cartoons.
Yeah, Iron Man had a really terrible 90s cartoon.
But then, if you look at who else they introduced and how they were introduced, there's some similarities that you cannot deny. You had...
Oh, you're going to get into the fact that they introduced Abomination?
No, I'm not. Because we had the Abomination. We already talked about how they fucked up the DCEU's Abomination. Sorry, I didn't mean to get angry there.
Yeah, you did.
But no, here's the thing, is you had... The films that came directly before the first Avengers movie, what were they?
You had Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk.
No, the two movies that came right before Avengers.
Captain America First Avenger and Iron Man 2.
Thor.
Well, right, and Thor, yes, sorry.
So looking at the roster of films that you had a pre-1960s World War film.
I included Iron Man 2 because that's how they introduced Black Widow.
Right, and I'll give you that. But you had, with Captain America First Avenger, you had a World War where this...
Oh, I know what you're getting into. I know. Believe me. I know.
Where there's a character...
But here's the thing. They did this after the fact.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is them course correcting.
Exactly. But the other problem we run into is they introduced they've let us know about another title character that's getting his own series or his own movie, The Flash.
Which, god damn, talk about development hell.
Not only that, when they announced the Flash movie was being made, they announced it was going to be Flashpoint.
Which
here's the
is
problem.
not a good sign when your first Flash movie is Flashpoint.
For those of you that don't know what Flashpoint is, and if you don't, I'm not sure why you're listening to our podcast, but...
Oh, I don't know.
Actually, no, now that I'm thinking about it, we've talked very rarely about actual comic book stuff.
We say that, you know, we're this geeky podcast because we have little vignettes of geekiness.
Yeah, that's fair.
But anyway, this is more of a slice of life than anything.
That's fair. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, Flashpoint is a comic book reality that takes place after Barry Allen, the original Flash, goes back in time, saves his mother from being killed, basically rewrites the entire timeline.
You know what? I think a lot of people have seen the Flashpoint story in the Flash TV show, though.
True. Or the Flashpoint
At this point, well, yeah, I mean, they've got the animated movie. That was so good.
So well done.
So good.
My biggest thing here is...
But most people who may not be comic book people but have dabbled in, like, the Arrowverse at all.
Yeah.
Because I know several people who don't read comics but know the Arrowverse.
Yep.
So yeah, that Flashpoint story where Flash goes back.
The Flashpoint story
they want to do with the movie as Flash's first movie,
which is just a big fucking reboot.
His Flash, who has not had a movie.
Not only that, he's Flash who barely had screen time.
Yeah.
Like and
Flash, and which is crazy because Flash was one of the first live-action superhero movies for DC.
Yeah, it was.
Apart from, I mean, you had Batman with Adam West. And I'm trying to think what was like the next.
Superman.
Yeah, you had the Superman.
You had the two big ones, and then Wonder Woman had a TV show, things like that. But like, Flash was really the first one that got his own movie. Like, given it was a TV
Flash
film.
Didn't get I mean, yes. Wasn't it? It was just a TV show.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was a movie.
Because the guy who comes in and plays Flash and the alternate,
he plays the original Flash. God, what's his name?
God damn it!
Fuck, we're failing so hard right now.
I've been drinking a little too much.
Jay Garrick.
That's it. Jay. Yeah, plays Jay.
He played Flash in the original show.
But he played Barry's dad, who was imprisoned.
Right, he plays both.
Yeah, he plays both.
Alternate timelines and shit.
He played the original Flash in the 80s TV show.
I thought it was in the 90s. Either way,
it might have been the 90s. It might have been the 90s, which was also great because the Tinkerer, right? The Tinkerer. He makes all the toys.
Tinkerer? The one played by Mark Hamill?
Yes.
I think it was Prankster.
Prankster. He plays Prankster, but then they bring him back. They bring him into the current Flash as another. I think they bring him back as the Prankster too.
Hold up. Don't quote me on that.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to quote myself on this either. I'm like 4 or 5.
The Trickster, not the Prankster.
Trickster. That's it.
Yeah, Prankster or Trickster. Yeah, and I mean, for those of you that also don't know, Mark Hamill's been voicing the Joker for fucking forever.
What, like 30 years now?
Since the 90s at least. He was
he's been voicing the Joker for 30 years.
Fuck, I'm old.
Because I'm 29.
Oh, we're old, bud. Not as old as Mark Hamill, but
old is purely a mentality, especially now. We're not because we're not old. We think in our small window of reality that we see as what we call daily life. Sure, we're old.
Yeah, you're
but
old.
In the grand scheme of things, we are not old.
And what we're trying to get here with the grand scheme of things is the DCEU is fucked. It's fucked.
Well,
And that's where we're going to stop. Guys, we're done. That's it. End of story. They're fucked.
we're not even going to talk about the fact that Birds of Prey was actually a really great movie.
I still haven't seen it. That's why I'm not talking about it.
Birds of Prey was great. I'm sure Wonder Woman 84 will be great.
I am looking forward to seeing that one. And I got to be honest, I did love Suicide Squad.
And the other DC movie, just regular Joker, was incredible.
I am.
So this is where we stand right now.
As it stands, I think that the DCEU has a lot of ground to make up for. And
where I am coming from, because I'm a little bit ahead of you, I think that they're making... I mean, I still think it's a bit too early to tell, but I can definitely say that they are taking notes of what's working and what's not working. See, why are you doing this Joker thing?
I wasn't. I was just pulling my mustache.
Oh, it looked like you were doing a thing where he like takes his... Yeah.
Oh. No, see, watch. This is what I'm doing.
Which is really painful to watch in the movie. That's upsetting. Oh, Jesus. I'm horrified. I am shocked and horrified.
Would you say you're shockrified?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Or horked?
I don't know what that means.
You're horked.
You saying it more seductively does not make me know what it means.
My mustache hurts now.
It's your own fault.
I know. But yeah, I'm optimistic about the DCEU just from what I've seen from.
And I'd
Birds
say
of
that's
Prey.
where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I'm saying I'm optimistic. I have not given up hope.
Yeah.
Because DC has so many characters that I love. I
DC
love the
has
Batman universe so much. Batman is one of my favorite properties.
Batman is not property. Okay, he is his own free man. Free. Batman's a free man. Morgan free man.
Oh my Jesus! It's Jason Bourne.
Oh my God. Also, I'm tired of all the fucking Easter eggs they dropped into Batman versus Superman.
Because they were so bad. They weren't good.
The whole movie was just a slew of Easter eggs.
What? Do you know what was a better DC movie than all of the previous DC movies we've gotten so far?
The Avengers?
Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
I still haven't seen it.
It's so good.
You know,
it's a great movie.
When I first met you, I thought you were weird and annoying. And you are. That's all I know about that movie is that one line.
It's so good.
Dude, and Raven...
It's so funny.
Raven, when I was a teen, or a preteen, I guess, was the first thing I ever busted nut to.
I was really afraid that's what you were going to say, and I could not jump out in front of that train fast enough.
You want to jump on this train? I promise you that.
No, I don't think I do.
Well, boys and girls, this has been fun. We talked about I'm going to cut out all the really bad shit, obviously.
I don't believe you.
Continue.